Hello everyone, Amradorn here and welcome back to sJourneys. I hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing well. We are standing at the gatehouse that leads to the Inner Baily, and I've been doing quite a bit of work here, trying to get things situated. We built this tower over here, and we built this connecting wall here. I haven't finished the structure on top of the gatehouse yet. I haven't completely decided how I want to get that set up, but it is in progress. Currently it's still open. And I have started working on this side of the castle here, getting this all planned out. The area down here below, where this kind of creates this little alley over here, I had originally thought about putting in like a Fletcher area here with some targets and stuff, but I ended up deciding to turn this into kind of an entrance. And I'm thinking what this will do is this will lead down into what is going to be the main storage area for the castle. It does create kind of a weak point because, people could get down in there and sap underneath the main castle, because so all you would end up having to do is breach the outer Bailey wall to get into that. But, we could put up some sort of defensive structure here, and this kind of becomes, from the towers and the walls up there, it would still be pretty tough to get this over, in a siege, because you'd be getting shot at from everything above while that was going on. The iron farm is still working fairly well. I'm pretty happy with where we're at there. We're starting to get that chest filled up, and we're getting those poppies filled up. Once this fills up with poppies, then we should be able, once these 3 chests or whatever it is fill up with poppies, then this should automatically kick in for bone meal. So I'm pretty happy with that. I still need to bring over those other villagers, which I haven't done yet. I've also started planning out kind of where I want to put some buildings maybe down in here, because this does need to become populated. But in order to get that set right, we really need to finish the wall for the Inner Baily and get it planned out, especially where like towers and stuff are going to go. I've got kind of a rough layout planned here, but I don't really have it finalized. Also with the keep itself, this is, this mob farm, we still have a long way to go on it. We really kind of need to get it done, at least, to the point where it's fully dug out, and then so that we can get it set up, because this I plan to have still mostly open, but there's walls and stuff that have got to be built on top here, so there's a lot to do. I think what I'm going to do right now, though, is I'm going to work on getting the backside of the castle here laid out and plan for the Wizard's Tower that is over here on this island. We may end up moving this out further. I'm really beginning to feel like it's too close, so I kind of want to take care of that. Alright, so let me get some of that done, and then I shall be back. Alright, so I have the walls planned out and where the towers are going to be, and I think that we're all set to do some building there. Let's pop down here and take a look. So this wall will continue on over here to a building there. We got a short wall section there, and then we're going to have a kind of a double tower over there. Then this wall takes up this good chunk over here, and we'll probably end up having some buildings connected to this. I still haven't decided whether or not how I'm going to do a dock, but I do think there should be a dock of some sort put in here, and then we'll figure out how we're going to, connect down to it. Here is a tower which will essentially be the entrance to, or the entranceway to the bridge that leads to the wizard's tower over here. And then back here, we essentially have the back side of the keep with a tower over here in the corner. This may get filled in for the most part with the keep itself. I haven't quite decided. I will need to finish the mob farm before I do the keep, I believe, because this may have to get made a little bit bigger. I'm not entirely sure yet. It is getting nighttime, so I'm going to need to sleep real quick. But once the keep is finished, then we can figure that out. Alright, let me sleep and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back from sleeping, and I think what I want to do is I want to jump into a time lapse here and kind of put together the rest of the outer walls and towers. I think that would be the best thing for me to do right now. And once we get that all done, then we'll come back and see what we can do about the next stage. All right. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. Let me jump into spectator mode here for a second, and we'll talk about what I've got planned out. There we go. Okay. So, here is obviously what we have built on previously. The main keep house in the Outer Baily wall. Adventurers Guild. We've got the Iron Farm Tower over here. And then we have the Inner Gatehouse, okay, that we built a couple of episodes ago. And now we have the wall that basically separates the Inner Baily from the outer. Okay. So this is the exterior wall on the ocean side of the castle. Obviously, it still needs quite a bit of work, and I need to decide how I want to connect, because I do want to do a dock over here, so I need to decide how that's going to connect up. We've started the bridge over to the Wizard's Tower Island, and you can kind of see where I have started to plan out some of the keep itself and how it's going to connect, because some of these are going to basically be right up against some of the towers and walls that already exist. The interior is a complete mystery at the moment. I have no idea how that's going to work out and play out. We do have the original keep here, but that will probably be integrated into the main structure. And then we have essentially what is going to be a mob farm, but also a fountain and kind of a centerpiece for the courtyard. Everything is set up fairly well. Yeah, so the main keep itself, we got pretty good sized space here, lots of room to put in, like a throne room and some quarters for people and stuff like that. So I think we're going to be okay there. And we've got plenty of room in the rest of the castle to put in like some buildings on the sides and make some things for there. Probably have some gardens and stuff in here as well, so that it can all be connected to the town. And then we'll eventually cut a good-sized moat right around this thing and kind of redo a lot of how this is set up. We're not going to change the course of the river. I think I've pretty much decided on that, but we're going to do quite a bit of work here along the side, changing how the hill that is essentially making up this castle kind of connects to the rest of the terrain. And this will eventually get cut off, so these two houses here will go away. And then we got to finish building the rest of the town, of course. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. If we kind of sit here, if we come down to ground level, you see the keep, or the gatehouse here, and the main castle will kind of rise above that, so you should be able to see it from out here. And then you've got these towers and stuff that kind of flesh it out, so I think it'll look really cool once it's all finished and built. A lot of work still to do. Yeah. This is going to be an interesting thing to build. I'm not very good at diagonal buildings, but I also couldn't make it completely diagonal because it was running in against this tower here, and we need some space in between the two structures. So there we go. This will get filled in. It's not meant to be hollow like that, because your gate to the Inner Baily is right over here. We'll make kind of a grand entrance here that will lead into a throne room type area, and then on this side we'll have like kitchens and ballroom, and then upper floors will have residents and libraries and all that good stuff. So I think we're in pretty good shape. I'm really enjoying this build so far. We've got some tower differences. So while I'm keeping some of the original themes and stuff that I got out of that tutorial video, it's definitely changed a lot from there. So I think what I need to do now is I really need to work on finishing up the wall here, do this building, and and kind of lay out the wood floor, the decking, and the crenellations along all the outer walls and towers, and figure out roofing structures for towers, and get that all done. Then we can work on the main castle itself, or the keep, and get that all finished. Lots of work to do still. But I think I am about out of time for this episode, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like down below. If you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, you guys have a good one. Goodbye.